Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, where we add a little bit of, we'll call it wackiness, into bodybuilding. And it's easy to say that you're going to be wacky and, say bizarre words like bucka bucka or boner. But anyway, this is part of your fan requested Friday lineup. You guys were promised to have all of these videos done if you get the other video up to 800 likes. And it's maybe halfway there, but it's been so long since I've done Fan Requested Friday that I figured I owe it to you guys. These are back taxes. I'm doing you guys a solid. Is that what the young people say nowadays? Well, man, I suppose not. Probably not anymore. But anyway, you guys wanted to see Blessing Awodibu 2022. I selected the New York Pro. Better footage, similar versions. I don't think it would make much of a difference. Anyway, you're splitting hairs. Derek Lunsford on the other side of the token. A very popular request indeed. Go through these shots here and see if Derek Lunsford can hold his own against an open class competitor. Who am I kidding? This is more of a question to see if Blessing Awodibu can hold his own against the champion, the 212 champion, Mr. Lunsford. I mean, Derek is unbelievable. Here in the front double bicep, though, I mean, granted, Derek's a lot shorter, so I guess he doesn't need to be as big, but still, the human structure, taller people aren't necessarily going to be that much bigger. But Blessing is bigger when you look at the arms. It's obvious. Look at those swoops, those peaks. That's incredible. Maybe the one weakness of Derek Lunsford, I mean, his calves aren't a weak point, but they're not huge. But aside from that, it's the lack of muscle separation in the peaks. Good arms, though. They're not terrible arms. He's not lacking of size. But still, ladies and gentlemen, this says a lot. That Blessing Awodibu could even win one shot against Derek Lunsford. Sift through these. I used to have a teacher that would say that, sift through these. Your assignments, children. But anyway. It seems Blessing has better pec separation. You can see that. Better arm separation altogether. Now when you look at how filled out the two are, Derek's got a nice set of lats there, but upper body wise, I still say Blessing Awodibu has a slight edge. Now in the lower half, and this is consistent with the front double as well, Derek Lunsford has a thinner skin, things of that nature as well, and he has a size advantage. And this is where a longer bodybuilder is going to be at a disadvantage. He needs to really have bigger quads than anybody else. If you're that tall. I mean, Ram Man, Big Rammy, yeah, I guess he's not that tall, is he? His legs aren't that long. He's got a longer upper body. And Blessing, obviously, longer-legged individual. Go through these shots, and Blessing holding his own up until this side shot here. You can see the detail in the back of the leg, the hanging hamstring. What do you want? The separation in the quad. The shorter Derek Lunsford, 212 champion, is just a thicker, meatier man, and this time, only from the side here, Derek Lunsford has a smaller waistline. Peck for peck, Blessing's holding his own. I'm telling you right now, look at the size of the delts on Derek Lunsford. They're not suspect, are they? Are they suspect? No. He's a Christian, a fine Christian man. He is here's a side tricep. He's a supporter of the one with the long-haired dude, Jesus. Anyway, go. This is a fantastic shot for Blessing. He is holding his own, like I said. And when you can say that against Derek Lunsford in any shot whatsoever, you're doing pretty good for yourself, because you can kind of write off the fact that he's a 212 athlete. He still would be a contender in the open class. I'm here to tell you with Derek Lunsford. Look at that midsection. Now, arm for arm, the little man still got the big dude. You call that a tricep? No, that's a tricep. But still, it could be close. Close enough that you could turn around and determine this one on the back shots. And right out of the chute, you can see straw-headed glutes. You can see some hamstring separation. The hamstring's not too much of a, not too much overwhelming, but look at those glutes. They are strawed, very strawed. Anyway, Blessing gets a little bit tighter. He can be in the hunt, but he also needs a little bit more thickness in the wheels as well. Good back development, I have to say. Blessing really improved on that back. Here's the back double. Look at how dry Derek Lunsford's hamstrings are on this one. He really nailed this shot. Looks better. His lower half looks better. Leads me to believe that this is his favorite shot out of the two. Derek, he is just a piece of hunk of raw muscle. Roasts all over the place. Good traps, good arms on Blessing. And like I said, guys, look at the lower half. Just a slight lack of meat in the comparison. But anyway, taking nothing away, abs and thigh. Blessing, one of my favorite up-and-coming bodybuilders, and poses like this are reasons why. He is a gnarly all the way gnarnello, if you will. He is just ripped. And I hear about his antics backstage, things of that nature. Yeah, well, it's funny. It's funny. Hey. Personalities stick out. Hey, Arnold, back in the day, you could imagine what they were saying about him. About how cocky he was and wouldn't shut his mouth. Hey, that's Arnold. You can't shut me up then, and you can't shut me up now. So, it's better than sitting in a corner and, shutting your mouth and not saying anything and never being a contender. Most muscular, ripped to shreds Monsoon, and Blessing Awodibu finishes very strong here with a most certain victory in that abs and thigh shot. And a debatable, slightly debatable victory here in the most muscular. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, my cat. He was actually telling me that he preferred Blessing Awodibu in this matchup. And I do too for a lot of the shots, but overall, Derek Lunsford is your winner. Conditioning from the front was very close. From the lower half, I think Lunsford just had a little bit too much from the front and in particular in the back. How dry he was, the badonkadonk, the hamstrings. And you got to think, he's a lot shorter. So if he's matching muscle with somebody that much taller, really considered out-muscling the larger man. More meat on the legs, Blessing, a little bit drier, and I would most certainly give him the victory. But I mean, that's a tall order, right? Isn't that what all the bodybuilders need? Just a little bit more mass here and there and a little bit drier. But anyway, Derek Lunsford, he's unbelievable. He is not to be taken lightly in any division, in particular that open class. So watch out, open class guys. We have a top 5 Olympian right here. Top 6, top 5. Hit thumbs up. Subscribe. Have a great day.